So I wanted to go into research and have a taster of that, and mainly to kind of test out whether that was something I wanted to do as a career in the future, which luckily for me kind of confirmed that for me, and that's something I'm interested in now even more.
I don't work well in lectures, so I wanted to avoid any heavily taught courses with lots of lecture time. The research project at the beginning of the year can feel really challenging, but you soon get into the flow of things and you end up becoming an expert in your research topic. The BSc also offers quite a lot of flexibility in that for many supervisors the precise nature of your topic can be negotiated and tweaked to suit both of your preferences. That's, if you're considering a BSc, something I would really recommend is meeting with supervisors before you sign up for it to make sure that the two of you are on the same page and have shared goals with the project.
So I was really lucky. I had 3 supervisors who were all really great, all from slightly different backgrounds, because my project was kind of multi-systemic really. And that was really good for me. I got a lot of time with patients because I was doing clinical research, which was something that I'd been really keen to do. But I also had a lot of data that I collected, so I had to do quite a lot of statistics, which was kind of a bit of a love-hate relationship. Once I got going with it, I really enjoyed it.
My supervision throughout was phenomenal. I couldn't have asked for a better supervisor. She was there whenever I needed her. She was able for a quick chat, she was able for a long chat. We had regular meetings. I saw her virtually every week, sometimes twice a week, which was just so good because we got into the swing of things where when I was writing, I could write, basically I'd write about a paragraph or a chapter a week kind of thing, and I would send it to her at the end of the week and be like, this is what I produced. So she knew I was working, so she didn't have to worry about that, and she knew what I was up to, but also it meant I had regular feedback on what I was writing and where I needed to change.
There were taught modules in the BSc. The first of this was the ethics module. This was a really fun module. You're in a group and you get to work creatively to approach any number of ethical scenarios. So not only does it pick your brains and really make you consider a whole range of ethical, moral and legal debates, you also get to present your topic in a whole variety of ways, including media and video creating and things like that.
The stats wise, we had a whole stats course where we had podcasts and lectures we could follow at home and do our own tutorial work at home, and then we'd come in and do the tutorials with somebody teaching us. And I loved that as well because it meant that you could listen to this podcast tutorial whenever it suited you, and you could stop and start it however you pleased, which suited me so much better because I'm not one for sitting in lectures for a long time. I find I can get quite fatigued. So for me, being able to sit and listen to this podcast whenever I wanted and do the work when I wanted was really good. And having that baseline understanding of statistics helped me then in my project. I was really lucky actually in terms of conferences and things because I presented at 2 national conferences in the UK, and then I managed to somehow get a presentation in Helsinki as well. So that was such a good opportunity because I went and I was in this kind of conference where people who I'd actually referenced in my dissertation were at this conference or who were supervising my presentation part, which was quite scary, but it was just such a good conference to be involved in, and it's made me want to try and go to one next year as well with the follow-up data.
We're in the process now of writing up my research for publication, so that's a really exciting thing to look forward to. I'm applying for several journals that are interested in kind of my area of medical education research, so it's something I'm really hoping to get a publication out of in the next kind of six to 9 months. It's absolutely worth intercalating. I've learnt so much more than the academic skills from it. I feel like I've grown massively as a person.